I heard a blind man scream and say, now there goes a sight for my soul eyes. There goes a sight for my soul eyes. Now there goes a sight for my soul eyes. Tell me what kind of woman is this? Should be locked up in a bedroom with me. Oh, you should be locked up there, I tell you. In my bedroom with me. So we can do the same thing that Adam did under that apple tree. What he did under that apple tree. What he did under that apple tree. What kind of woman is this? John, tell him. Now here I come again.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. Prophets TV coming to you live from the East Coast, 8:24 p.m. Hope everyone's doing well. That was a little bit of Buddy Guy and John Mayer doing What Kind of Woman Is This to open us up here today. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let me load up Godot engine. Bam, here it is. Should be live center screen. Let's continue what we were coding earlier in our other 2-day sessions. I'm going to bring everyone up to speed so far. Let me do a quick mic check on both. One check. Let me do a quick mic check on both. Sounds good. I'll do a check over here. Check over here. Mic check on both. Sounds good over there too. All right, let's get rolling. So, where we left off, this game is called The Crest of the Moon. This is where we left off doing some things. So let me walk you through everything so far. Click this play. Is the opening screen, Crest of the Moon. I still haven't added any graphics to this. I added a little bit of background, kind of keeping that theme now with the moon kind of in the background, little blur going on there. Kind of cool. New, when you come into new, you will notice too that I did add these new graphics. So these are some graphics that I got. I have a professional subscription online to some of clip art that's free to use. So these are some clip art things that I kind of pulled off. It kind of looks cool, matches what the classes are for each. And you can kind of see I did a mouse over. So if you hover over the mouse, you can see at the bottom center, right above my picture here, you can see a little description of what each of these classes are. One sentence blurb. You can also see the strength, intelligence, wisdom, and dexterity modifiers that you get for stats. So that's kind of cool. You click, let's say I want to click Thief. Brings you to the stat page. So I added more stats here, or more hoverovers for text. So if you look down below where it says lock in stats, you can see as I start hovering over, I put kind of like a status message there to help people see what everything's going on. So you can do a status. Yo, mama, what's going on? Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Kind of reviewing some of the game dev stuff I've been doing for this game called Crest of the Moon. So here you can see the roll stats. You can now roll over each of the attributes, and it gives you a little blurb of what that is down at the bottom too. The roll stats still works. Cool beans. How you been? How's the family? Because I picked thief, I get a +1 dexterity. So I might add that to the screen. I'm still thinking if I want to add it. Original thought was to see if I can change the text of the attribute to match the +1, or put it maybe up here, +1 to dex, or maybe because I already put it in the prior screen, maybe I don't need to talk about it in this screen. But my original thought was because it's thief, maybe I'll change the color of this dexterity to be like green so they know that it's a bonus. I'm not sure how I think about that yet. So anyway, you can roll over each of these, roll stats. You can continue to roll stats as much as you want. As soon as you select one, notice that as soon as I select, let's get a good dexterity here. Behind the scenes, just adding +1 to these. So let's see if I can get like this is good, 18 dex. As soon as I hit select, it no longer allows me to roll. So now I can pick between either of these three columns, but I can't select or roll anymore. So we'll see. I'm wondering what's happening with my upstream is screwing up again. Oh, oh. Hold on a second. All right, all right. I think we're back here. I think we're back. We had a little issue again with upstream. So we'll see if this levels out here, guys. Do, everything should be back here now. Okay. Looks better, looks better. All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's do this over here. Let's see if I can stop this. So that's still in a BRB over there. Let me do a refresh. Check, check. Check, check. All right, good. We're good. All right, we're good. That was kind of weird. So figured that out. FaceTime causes some issues. But anyway, here we go. So back to here. You're rolling in the stats. You're locking those stats in. As soon as they're locked in, you can go to continue. This is where you enter the name. Name of your character. Let me move over my screen over here. Name of your character. We'll call this Glod. Hit continue. I would do Glod Iron Fist. Hit continue. This is going to be like randomized gear that you'll be able to use. Hit continue. And then I did earlier, you'll see, this is going to be the main screen, by the way. The main pages you'll be running. You can see at the bottom, you have the stats or the bars that will have your health, mana, and stamina. On the side over here will be actions. So any actions you perform in game, encounters, dice rolls, damage, loot, everything will be published over here. And then this is your name. I'm probably going to put like a picture or some type of thumbnail or graphics or something. Looks good. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was him on the FaceTime. When you do video upstream, it takes up all of our bandwidth. So I told him don't do it while I'm streaming. Call her on the phone. I'm also on the other side too. If you wanted to check over there or again, stay here. That's cool. So I did the name right here, which auto populates from what they put in. I did the class. This is going to be a level. And then down here will be golds, kills, and deaths. So we'll keep track of your character deaths. That might scare people. I'm not sure if I want to put that or not, but so that's kind of cool. So here's the full page. This is where you'll enter commands. I was thinking too, to make it a little bit more graphics, maybe shrink this down and put buttons that might appear here based upon what it will be. So maybe like attack or flee, or I'm not sure how that would look. I'll have to think about that. All right, so what do I want to do next? Let's see. Pull up this page. Yeah, okay. So we got everything here. I'm wondering if I should shrink this down because this is kind of a big bar. You're not going to really be entering commands that much. So I wonder if I should shrink this half page and maybe put buttons here. Trying to think what would the buttons be, or can I make the buttons dynamic? How's the sound? Sound good? Quality good? Bring this down a little bit. Bring this up like this. There we go. There we go. All right. That looks good. It's down like that. Like that. Cool. All right. I want this like out of the picture if I could. Is that possible? Is that possible? Maybe like that? Yeah, that's better. That's better. No? Yeah, no? Yep, yep. Okay. I wonder if I should put like some music in the background too. Like let me pull up the hell's the Amazon Music. Music in the background. Maybe like this. I don't know. Might be too loud when I start it, so you can hear that. Should be very low. Wow, wow. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Doot, 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 doot. All right, so let's figure out. I want to see if I put mock buttons here, how that would look. So let me take a look at this. All right. So let's see what buttons could look like over here. So let me go back over here. Make sure that this thing's set up right. So panel main. Let's do it inside this panel. That's the frame. Let's see, is this right here? Okay, right here maybe. You can hear the music, right? A little bit of jazz. Little jazz funk. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know if it's too loud. I want it just a little bit in the background to space out any pauses that I might be staring at my screen because I don't understand some code. All right, text panel, text frame. I don't want that. So let me go to panel main. And we're just going to add it on the panel main, I think. Actually, we can add it right here. Here, button. We'll add a button. We'll call this button. Combat, would it be like attack? Maybe I'll call it like attack. Maybe I'll have like a series of buttons down here. Small ones that will kind of be what they could do. We'll keep it centered. What does this look like actually? All right, that's not bad size, right? That's not a bad size. Attack. All right, we'll add it there. BTN attack. Let's collapse all these other ones. And then maybe, let's see, flat clip. What does flat look like? Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see what this looks like. No, I don't like that. I don't like that flat look. All right, let's do the flat. Let's see, center, icon align, disabled. Okay. I'm gonna think, do I want, if I have it like this small, let's add another button and see what it would look like. We'll add a couple. Duplicate this. Call this defend or heal. We'll use that one, and then we'll move this over like this. And defend. Now I could put this in a container. I could put this in a container so I can automatically control all the spacing and stuff, but let's just do it like this for now. Prove out a concept. We'll do heal. We'll do two more. We'll do a heal. Heal. And then we'll do a flee. Flee. And this one will be a heal. Kind of want to space these out a little bit. Yeah, if I put these in a box, I might want to do that now actually. This is how it looks now. I like this concept though. I can kind of have it up like that. As things are happening here, instead of typing them, you might be able to just do visuals. Or maybe I'll move away from. Yeah, I still want the actual the ability to enter commands, but I'm kind of combining it with some graphical elements as I talked about before. So I think I'm going to do this too. But I want to keep the spacing good. So let's go back and let's delete these things. Actually, no, I think I can actually do the element. So let's add the element first. Let's go to here. We want to do, I think, be a vertical box to stack them. Or to be horizontal. Let's try an H box. Let's try a horizontal box first. So now if I move this down to the bottom right, I'm going to anchor this on the bottom right of this that it's a part of. I'm going to drag it over a little bit. Oh, shit. I want to do that. Just drag this over here like this. Let's make this maybe this big and drag it over like here. This will be all the buttons. And then I'm going to call this HBox buttons or actions. Actions. And then I should be able to take these buttons and just drag them underneath there. I don't have to recreate anything. So now they kind of look like shit, but I should now be able to go in here and then go to, if I remember, layouts, container, and I can expand them like that. Nice. Cool. Oh, let's shrink this down a little bit. I don't think we need that to be like that. Now I think I need to bring this up to be center to those buttons. Like that. There we go. Take a look at what this thing looks like. Nice. All right, let's bring this up over here. Got that. Check this. All right. So now if I add another button, it should, let's say if I duplicate a button, it should actually automatically adjust the container, I'm assuming. So if I hit another button, it did. Very nice. Attack, defend, heal, flee. I think that looks better lowercase, right, than an uppercase. Attack. I like it for some reason being lowercase. Let me see if what this would, like, how do I do like multiple rows then? Would that have been a vertical box? Like, is there a way to do rows? Let's see, transform layer, stretch ratio, vertical fill. Oh, okay, perfect. That's what I want. I'm not filling it vertically. Got it. All right. So now if I add another, actually, will it just keep pushing it over? I'm not sure if I still want this. No, it's going to keep pushing it over. When does it actually fill? Like go to the next row. Container, expand, shrink, fill. Maybe, I know. I think it's on this part. Oh, I think it's on this part where I do transform, scale, tooltips, focus, input, themes, ordering, texture, material, layout direction. No, I thought I would have been able to do it on the horizontal box itself to define how many rows. But I think that's cool the way it is right now. I'm just got to make sure that I don't have too many buttons, but just the amount of buttons that I need. So I have a flee. So we have attack, defend, heal, flee. I'm not sure what I want to make the other two buttons, if anything. So I'm going to delete those for now. We'll expand those over. Okay, that's a good concept. Good concept there. They enter the command. If it's command, they'll have the text there, the placeholders there. Let's do this level here. I'm gonna put. I wonder if I should just put level 1 for now. Level 1 as a placeholder. And then these two are going to automatically populate. What kind of graphics do I want to put here? That's cool. I figured out what was going on. I took one of my son's drinks. All right. Attack, defend. Let's start modifying this panel over here. This text actions. So I have an action place over there. Let's see. Is it editable? What does this actually mean? Existing text cannot be modified and new text cannot be added if false. What does that mean from a player perspective? Let me see what this actually does here. Hold on. Yeah, see, I don't want that. So we figured that out then. So we don't want this to be editable by the person, but I do want to be able to update that text. So I'm going to just try this dialog. I'm going to try clicking. If I click attack, I'm going to put the attack up here. Let's just try to get a label update to see if that's functioning here. All right, so let's go to, I have this link, click up here. So I'm going to go to the node. I'm going to do if button pressed, if pressed. I'm going to, okay, the script's already added. That's cool. So if pressed, that, play scene, make sure it's on the button attack. That looks cool. So if pressed, I want to make that label, which is text. We're going to change that text edit. That's a blatant generic label. So text actions. So text underscore actions. Player has attacked. Player.text equals. Is that right? Is that right? Player actions. Identifier text not declared in this. Let me add this text up here. Text actions. Oh, it's right here. That's why actions. I forgot I already added it. So it would be just actions.text. Like such. Let's do a quick test. If I click the action button, that should change. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So now I want to just see if I can append it. If I click it again. So I wonder, how do I append? Is there an append action? Let's see if there's an append. How do you update it? Update? Is there append? Text dot update append text dot. How would I update the existing text? Let's see. Let's go to F1. Let's see if we can figure it out in here. So append. Append package float. Append. Color, array, float, integer, byte. Append text. That's a rich text label, but I want to have it on a text. Oh, append text, append underscore text. Is that the same thing for text edit? Text. Let's see what this is. This is a text. Let's see what this is first. I think it's just a text edit. Yeah. So let's go here. Text edit. Bring this up. And I want to see if there's an append. Text edit. Use at to specify at appends to the gutters to the right. I want to do that for text concourse edit. Cut, delete, add. Is this all text from the... No, okay. Text edit. Here we go. All right. Text edit. Let's see if we can figure this out here. Text edits, drawer, editable, placeholder text, text. I want to append methods. Here we go. Add gutter. There has to be a way to append it. Get line, get. Select. These are vectors now. Text direction. Text. String, placeholder. Don't see it. That's what I saw from a text edit box, but nope. Append text. Let's do a quick Google. Text edit Godot for appending text. Appending text. Where is it? Appending text. All right, it's pretty much the same docs that I looked at, which is kind of cool. And didn't have append. Do I have to do that? Like, maybe I got to do it. Do I have to do it like with a separate line? I don't know if this takes like /n for like those special characters to do a line thing. Let's see if that will work. I don't know if this will actually work. Test. Nope, doesn't like that. Oh, I still have the text there. Okay. Hold on. Let's do test number 2. Nope, it doesn't like the /n. How? There has to be a quick way to do this. Append text. That's in a rich text label. text edit. Should be away. Alternate 5 times. Blink. Boolean. We don't want any Booleans. String language. Backspace. Cut paste. Add selection for next occurrence. Clear is a good one because eventually we're going to need to clear that. So I'm going to be testing out the clear. Thank you very much, Fedingo. What's going on, man? Thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Adventurers. Doing a little bit of Godot coding. Feed, what's up? How you doing? Night, my man. Thank you for stopping in. Wrapped. Merge. Remove. Fold line, fold lines. Fold all lines. What in the hell does that mean? Fold all lines. Fold all lines are possible to be folded. Use can fold, fold line, get breakpoint, get line. Returns the text of a specific line. Line count, line width, line wrap. Cuts, viewport, columns, colors, folds, keyboard, text, get text, set value. Ooh, syntax highlighting. All right. That's kind of cool. I'm going to be using that maybe in another one. Show line numbers. Boolean. Vertical, read only. I wonder if I'm using the wrong control then. I wonder if I'm using the wrong control. If I come back over here visually, I'm currently using a text edit. Is there any field? Is there an append here? Nope. Wrap mode. We don't care about wrapping. So I wonder if this needs to change. Let's try something else. Add, it said rich text label. This is a text edit. If I add a rich text label just for a test, move this over here, like just to test this out. Test. And we'll call this text underscore test. And we'll go back to our code. And we'll add this up here. Just going to call this test. We'll do test.text and then see if there's an append. Append? Append text. Okay. I'm assuming then this has to go inside. Such. All right, let's see if this will actually work. If this works, this should be repeated by player attack. So there's attack. Okay. But now there's no wrap. If I append it, I need to put a space. So that's the right control we want then. All right, that test is complete. So if we go back to here, we don't want this. We can delete this. And then we want to move this into here in its place. Bring it down. Yo, Toxic Sorry's here, man. Getting in the sleep. What's happening, man? What's happening? I'm doing a, let's see, fit, scroll, flowing. I'm adding in right now the action menu, and I woke up 5 minutes ago. Well, perfect time, and welcome to the show, dude. I'm adding in right now when I want to get this section going. Oh, is this what's happening here? Okay, that scared me. Let's save this stuff before something dramatic happens. I'm adding this section over here to the text box. So as I'm starting to do into actions now, we're soon going to be going into trying to get the combat working. Thought you are struggling, but you've already achieved some nice progress. Yes. Yep. I just had the wrong control or component or object or widget, whatever it's called in Godot. I don't even know. Nodes, maybe it's called, or control. All right, so now I have to think about, let's see. So if I go back to the script part, oh, you'll be proud of me in a second. Never. Let's see. Oh, you got health bars and stuff working? No, just placeholders, dude. The visual is there, but those look nice though, don't they? Doesn't that look nice? This is going to be the main screen. You can see the bars, health, mana, stamina. You'll be surprised. Like I did do the globals over here. Like you showed me with, I think you showed me with the class, populating those class panels. So if I go back to the beginning and I do, the walkthrough. So I added the graphics to the beginning, kind of keeping the same moon type blur image. And then here's, I don't think you saw these. So I have a paid subscription to a site that I can make, get clip arts and, do all sorts of banners instantly for social media. So these were on there. So I kind of put a couple of them together for each class. I think this is pretty cool. I did the rollover. So if you notice at the bottom here, right above my head, I put a little description as you mouse over for each of the things. Gonna eat and keep listening. Okay, man. So if I click like a cleric, goes to this page. I did the same thing on the bottom over here. You'll see the hover over with some text, help text, and what each of them does, what the buttons do. So I thought that was kind of cool. So you can roll, get that stuff. Let's say I select this one. When I select, I can't roll anymore. I can select between these rolled columns. Say I go with this one. I'll lock it in. Now notice I can't do anything else. Hit continue. Notice here when I put my name, Glard Iron Fist, hit continue. I'm still going to need to randomize this, but it's there for a placeholder. Notice that I carry forward now the name of my character and the class that I picked. I thought that was super. I thought that was super. So now that's, I'm going to call it global for lack of a better word, but that's an auto load that I'm now saving to character name and character class. Progress, dude. Aren't you impressed? I don't know anything about Godot, but I'm making it happen. So I did these ones now. See, player, action, attacked. I want to set this up so when I start right into this is going to be a flowing dialogue of actions, whether it's combat, whether it's loot, anything that the player does potentially as an action or something will come in this screen over here for like combat and stuff. The main text screen will be for where you want to go, dialogue and stuff like that. This would be for combat and stuff like that. But see how it's not appending? So I'm not sure if I have to do like a /n and break the line or if it even supports that. Like, do I have to do like a /n at the end of this? Not sure if that will work. This is what I was testing. Nope, that don't work. It says BB code /n. Oops. Like that. BB code string. Okay. I do notice now that it is different color, so perfect. All right. So that's set up. So you notice I put the buttons down here too. You probably can't see. I added these buttons in a container. So these are the kind of like the basic ones I'm thinking as you engage in combat. You have an attack, you have a defend, you could potentially heal or a flee. These are the main ones that I had in the combat system on my Python side. So I'm going to try to emulate those to get for basics. Again, I don't want to get too detailed. I want to kind of finish a basic working game beginning to end, and then I'm going to go back in and add enhancements to it and stuff to make it more robust. But for now, I think this is pretty cool. I added these graphics over here in the bottom, and I made these graphics. I made everything that you see here for graphics, if there are any. I did gold coins, so your gold will be tracked here. Any kills that you get, like I'll keep track of mob kills and stuff. That'll be kind of cool. Deaths, if you die, I'll keep track of a death counter here automatically. These will probably be loaded on start too. So now what I want to do is I want to try to get into, I want to try to work a little bit on the combat system. But before I do that, I want to kind of work on I forgot what someone said, maybe like a data broker. I got to figure out a way to keep track of a list of monsters, a list of loot. You know what I kind of did like on the Toxic on the Python side? I want to kind of do that similar. I'm not sure how to do that. Do I just create... I have a couple questions for you now that you're in here, Toxic, or anyone else that's familiar with Godot. I was kind of holding my questions for people that might come in. So I know how to append text. That's cool. I got that part working. What I was going to ask is, let me ask you too, or let me show you actually. Remember I was doing, let me go back to here on the stats. Remember I was doing like rolling the stats and rolling the numbers and stuff like that. Well, what I did is I created a separate script over here. And my question was, like I replicated, now I can pass in a number of rolls and the die type meaning another integer, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever the dice is, whatever number I want it to be. And it will actually do the roll and return the roll for me. So now I have what's called, what I'm thinking of as a class set up here. And then this is the class to roll stats. So I'm thinking, can I do the same thing for, because a player and a monster are always going to have something similar. So I'm not sure if I can do it like with Python, just create a script. And in that script that has maybe some, lack of a better word, a list. And in that list it has skeleton, whatever monsters I want, or maybe a dictionary. So it would have like a monster name, the hit points, armor class, and maybe the damage it does or something like that. That's what I was thinking of, setting it up as a framework. And then I would have it as a script loaded on start, and I should be able to call it from anywhere and then just randomize what I want to pull out of that dictionary by index. I'm thinking, is that like the right thing to do? I'm not sure. I know in Python I use the database. I don't want to get that involved. I kind of just want to have a table of like 10 monsters to start with. But I didn't know if that was the best way to do it. I don't want to say best way, but a way to do it. I was talking with Riazi. She does Godot 2. And she was talking about a data broker, but it was basically just a, I think dictionary of different components in it. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm trying to think. Let me just see if I can do. So this is where I'm kind of going blind because I didn't take any tutorials or training on this. I know concepts from, or how to code it in Python. I'm trying to see if it's possible over here. Like if I were to code like a monster script, let's just come over here and I do like a file. I do a new script and I call this monsters. Just monsters, just for the hell of it. And I create that. So here's monsters. List of monsters with the following attributes. Name. Type. This would be animal, humanoid, monster. Keep that basic for now. And then damage, base AC. I think it's back now, is it? Yeah, it was. I figured out what was causing it. My son was actually doing a video conference. So that obviously you doing video, you're pushing upstream. It was sucking up all the bandwidth upstream. But I noticed sometimes my OBS client, like here, not sure if you can see this, but down here in the bottom right, this would actually spike to like 20,000 bit rate. I'm not sure why. No idea why. And that would jack it up to be in the red. But I'm streaming about 6K at the moment. It seems to be fine. But I did notice that. I'm not sure if it's an OBS thing. Never seen that before. I don't know. I think maybe it's a bug or something. I didn't upgrade it to the latest one because I heard people were having issues with memory problems. So this is like one behind the latest. Seems pretty steady so far. I don't know why the hell it's doing that. And then base damage. Loot type. This is the part I don't know like what to do from here though. Like how do I do? I guess I got to Google. Can I just do this? Class. No, it wouldn't be a class. It would be I wonder if this does everything. Dictionary. All right, it does. This is from that though. Cameras. Dictionary type, associative container. Yep, that look okay. This is what I want down here. How to create. Okay. So it's almost like Python to create the dictionary, but I want to actually put the content in there. Yeah, okay. This is what I want right here. Points dictionary. Okay, yeah, some name, some value. Okay, so it's almost like it's the same as Python for a dictionary. Okay. So I should be able to put like var monster database. Should I call it database? That's probably not the right thing to do. Monster. I'm just going to call it monsters. Right? I think this is right. Right. Now, if I do this right, it should be, I should be able to just do name. Go back to the, because this is a dictionary, so I'm not going to change any values in this. This is going to be static. Okay, dictionary value. Okay. Dictionary, let's see. Dictionary creates an empty dictionary. Dictionary variable key equals another key name. Dictionary value, value 2. Equals. Okay. Commas. I don't even know how to go back to my name and then well, this is going to be the base, right? So shouldn't I, oh no, this is how I do it, right? So I do like a zombie, right? Then I'll need to put a value for each of that though. Type. monster. I think though I'd want to put a nested thing, wouldn't I? That could get kind of messy though, right? Like I'd want the name to be the key. Just work through this. Hold on. Base damage. Six. So that would be like for one monster, but I kind of want to have it. I almost like the name, and then like I could query the dictionary for the name and then pull back these attributes. How do I do that? Multi-value. Some key name, value. String. All right, sub-dictionary, sub-keys. I don't want to have thousands of these either. Like, wouldn't I be able to just go... Yeah, so can I just put that in like a... Let me see, where the hell... Monster... So if the name is the key, then can I just go... Can I do like this? And then include all of these? Oh, because then it wouldn't be a dictionary. Or would I have to go like... You know what I mean? I kind of want to put... I want these other values. So the name would be the key, and then what I just put like all these... Oops. Like such. And then would this have to be wrapped in a sub? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, monsters equals that zombie. Oh, I see. So this is okay. Zombie. Hard to see what you typed. Monsters equal, yep, zombie name. Not sure if it's probably I've been writing in Twitch chat, but you able to understand. Yeah, the idea. So I could actually put the. So I don't really need the name. I could put the monster's name as the key, and then I wouldn't even need name. I could just put inside of here. Type. I can go like. Oops. type monster. And then this would be armor class. What the hell? Want to have a space in it or anything else? Trying to think. I wonder if I should put it by. Here's a thought. I wonder if I should put it by type. That way, I could query the dictionary for type. Right now, I'm calling that monsters. That's probably a bad thing to call it. I'm going to call it encounters, actually. And then if I do it by type, like monster, and then I do name, zombie. And the reason why I'm saying this is because wouldn't that would allow me to say, no, I'm saying like if I want to query, let's say I want to query, I want all of the items to be in one dictionary, but I want them broken out by these types of encounters. So I think it would be easier, wouldn't it, to enumerate or to pull randomization over to pull like a random value if I specify the type and then pull the rest of the data. I think the type, then I can get the name of the thing, the armor class, the hit points. Otherwise, I'd have to have like a separate dictionary. Yeah, I think this is easier. Let me show you what I mean here, because I can see you want to query based on name, type, or whatever. I want all these values to be returned. So let's say I want it to be, let me show you my code. So I want to query encounters dictionary by type, which would be either animal, humanoid, monster. Do a random draw, I'm going to call it, across the type. Pull back the values of a unique monster or a unique encounter from that type. All the stats, I'm going to call it. So I want to query the encounters dictionary and say, okay, of type monsters, and let's say there's 5 monsters listed, send me back one of those 5 monsters with their stats. That's what I want to do. So I think I should just be able to do, if I do another monster, actually I can't do it this way. Because the keys need to be unique, right? I can't specify monster type again. This would fail because it's right? This would fail because it's not a unique key. You can't have the same key. So now I see. So if I query by name, all the names are going to be unique. So the name could be the unique key, like zombie, rat, whatever. But then I wouldn't be able to specify a unique type. Unless I have a nested, I don't want to get into too complex. Unless I have a nested one, right? Then I could put type and then put all of the monsters and stuff in here. But that would get too complicated. I think I'm just going to do this then. Zombie. I think this would work, right? Yeah, I think this would work though, right? Just keeping it basic. I'm just keeping it basic now. I got to remember I'm just doing basic shit here. This would work. And then I would change this to, actually I don't even need name if that's the name. Unless I wanted to call it something else, like you said, like the A zombie or a rat. A zombie. Database layer, yeah. That's down the road, man. That's down the road. Damn it. I don't need this here then. Actually, this is the loot type, so I do want this. Loot type monster. This is damage. Yes, I think I can put a 4 in here, right? It doesn't have to be all strings. I can put anything in. The true type of what it is. Damage. Fix this. And then loot type. Monster. Oh, this is animal. All right. Let's take this back. Got the name, or actually I'm just going to put description. Well, that's going to be annoying. I Googled for Godot SQLite, but the libraries are probably going to take a bit before supporting 4.0. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm just going to do basic stuff at first. I mean, it isn't released yet. I think they already released beta 11, but we will do it like this for now. Okay, all right. Put in a couple more here. Skeleton. We'll have a skeleton. We'll have a goblin. We'll have an orc. We'll have a... What are the classic... Maybe a slime. Berserker. Just to get the different types. Berserker. A berserker. 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 I think it's berserker. Is it? Berserker. Slime. Why is there like spaces here? What the hell is this? I'm only going to put these in, then I want to test out to make sure I can even call this thing. We have a rat. So we have armor class. To hit armor class, we'll put 4. Damage of this is 4. Loot type animal, monster, skeleton, a skeleton. Armor class would be the same. Damage will be 6. Loot type monster. A goblin. Armor class 6. 4. Monster. Orc. Slime armor class. Do 8. That's fine. Monster. Actually, we can do... Yeah, we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. Armor class 12, 8 human. All right. So let's say that this is all I wanted. We have encounters. Don't need this. So now the question is, if I have encounters, how the hell do I call the encounters? I should be able to just make this. I'm going to load this on start. So let's do that. Monsters, we'll add this to the project's auto load. We'll call this, we'll go to the path here. We'll go to scripts. Where is it? Did I save my script? Monsters. Where the hell did, oh, it didn't. Okay. What the hell is that all about? I'm not sure if that's going to break shit. We'll see. Hopefully not. Counter. Encounters. Oops. Okay. Oh, I want this to be counters. All right, let's test it just by going to the main scene. And when I click this defend button, I want it to tell me random monster over here. Oh no, did I add that to? Data tables open. Uh-oh. Yeah, encounters. Get index. Get parent. Rename tree. I wonder if it's just like if I do test dot text equals counters. Is it just like a dictionary? Can I just go like 0? I would have to do like zombie because that's the key, and then return 0. End. No, because I would have to put the second key, which would be description. Getting zombie. Now I want to know zombie description. Expected end of expenditure instead. Expected counters. Get index. Yeah. Would it be get index? Just not even sure what that's even going to do. Let's see. Nothing. Oh. What is it? Is it just to string? Mm-hmm. To string. To string. Yep. Plural, string name, string. String, to string. Returns a string representing the object, defaults class name, overrides string. I should be able to put anything inside of that. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought it would be, just string, right? Well, to string. So I'd have to put it inside of the get index. That wouldn't work. String 1. Oh, where the hell did it go? What do you mean string 1? Like that. Yeah, so wonder why it was to string then. Okay, it's picking up 2. Don't make sense. Counters get index. It's picking up 2. Go back to my monsters. So shouldn't I be able to pull by encounters zombie? Let me see. And then let's try that. Get index. It's not key though. Let's see what we get. Encounters dot get groups. Node path class instance ID property list script. Get meta. Do, 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 do. Groups. Dictionary. How do I pull from a dictionary? Let's see. For fruit and groceries, var amount. Fruit. That's for the for keyword. Mm-hmm. Yeah, key and value pairs in the curly braces. Var dictionary key value. Some key value. Seems like toString might be a method for objects, which should be one getting called when doing string. Another dictionary equals some key. Points. White will return 50. Okay. White. That's where's my, I never can find my way back. I got to get used to the script side of this. Where is it? Nope, main screen. So let's try, let's comment this because that actually worked. Wouldn't it still be like if I wanted to get description, it would be like 1? Invalid get for zombie. Where did I see that? Yeah, so dictionary, and then the key will return the value. White. But I have multi-values though. Let's just see what zombie does. Hold on. Let's just try with just zombie. Invalid get index zombie. Let's go back to monsters zombie. That's the key. Stop and go back to main scene. I think that's right. That's freaking right, dude. I could have swore it was just another value next to it. I could have swore that was it. Yeah, I mean, that's how it was in Python, but I mean, that's how it was in the description here, though. You can access a dictionary's values by referencing its corresponding key. In the above example, points dictionary white returns the value of 50. You can also write points dot white, which is equivalent. Oh, that's interesting. Yep. However, you'll have to use the bracket syntax if the key you're accessing the dictionary with isn't a fixed string, such as a number or a variable. So unless my dictionary is not set up right, I should be able to do it just like that. But because I have a key value pairs, another dictionary, some key, points my color, points. Yeah, that should, going back to here. So my dictionary, so I have encounters. Oh, it's lowercase. No, that shouldn't matter, right? Because I load on the load, I reference that to encounters as on auto load. Let's just see encounters. Yeah, so it's associated with that. Okay. So encounters should be able to just, I should be able to just do zombie. Actually, no, because yeah, I have to do both of them, right? I would have to do like description, unless it's like that. No, that's how you define it. Because how would I know if I want to pull? If I wanted to pull the values, typically you'd do a second set like this. This is saying I want to, in encounters, I want to look for a zombie, return description, or the value key, value, and then give me the data behind description. Let me see if I make sure I have description in there. Yeah, description. It should return a zombie. There's 0. Let's, can I clear all this? Let's clear all this and make sure that those aren't old. Test dot text equals. And do I need to append it? Because no, there's no data there, right? Nope. Let's just make sure I'm not doing something stupid here. Okay. Just to make sure. wonder if I should make, just to make sure, I wonder if I should make this, I'm going to make this capital. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference. It's going to break shit or not. I don't know. No, that's typically, see how it changed colors now. I wonder if I just made it like a, I don't know. I don't know, man. Invalid get index zombie on base node, no node. I wonder if did I screw it up when I added it? I wonder if it needs to be monsters. Just delete this. Re-add the script. Monsters. We'll keep whatever's basic there. We'll call it monsters. And then down here, I'm just going to do monsters. Which will load this monster script. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to send in more because I'm not calling the function at that point. So I think I need to do monsters dot encounters, which would call that function, and then this. PogChamp, you know? Yeah, I was thinking like what was I thinking because it couldn't it was yeah. I don't actually want this to be capital, so I'm going to move that back to encounters. Yeah, I got to remember when I add it to here, whatever this is just calls the file. And then I wasn't calling the actual dictionary inside the file, so it couldn't find it. Okay. Lesson learned, lesson learned. So now I should be able to do, so now, so now let's do like what I want to do in the beginning. So this actually calls that. Now I want to add a randomization. So I think that's also why it didn't complain about the capital letter, I guess, right? So now I want to add, I want to do like I had up here. I want to do a random, random range based upon the index, or the index amount. That would be like get. I wanted to get the size of a dictionary. Go back into this. Size. Okay, that should be easy. So size. Let's do that. Dude, I'm learning. This is incredible. I want to do test dot text equals string size. So the fuck. So I'm assuming the size would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even going to be 7 or 6 based on the index. Well, that's not the index, so yeah, it'd be the size, like how many indexes would be, right? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Nope. Whoa, 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 whoa. size. Counters dot size. Where am like my all my doc pages? Is there a way I can do? I wonder if there's a way to have like my doc pages tabbed out here or something. It seems like I opened up this multiple times. I wonder if it's behind the scenes multiple times. But anyway, let's come back here. So that's a method. I want to get size, integer size, constant. Yo, Captain, what's going on? In the file script window at the bottom. Hi, folks. In the file script window. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Adventurous. In the file script window. Let me get back to my file script window. At the bottom, file script at the bottom. Oh, no, not here. The list of the scripts on the left of the editor. Oh, these docs. These ones? These are what I previously opened? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it was. Thank you very much. I kept going up here and clicking back, and it's taken me a little bit to get used to. I'm so used to looking at the tabs at the top working on scenes that I'm thinking every time I go in here, I would expect to see a script tab too, but it's not how this interface works. But thank you for that. Yeah, that's really cool. Alternately, a control plus left click on the method to open the doc. All right, I want to see. I'm trying to do a size of a dictionary, which I thought it would just be size. Like, wouldn't this be monsters is the auto loading in my monster script file, and my script file. Oh, I know. I think I know what it is. Yeah, it's no longer E. It's a lower E. I got it. Yep. Yeah. Captain, I appreciate you coming in. That's very cool. So this is what I was working on here. Let me do a quick walkthrough for anyone else that's new here too. I'm creating a text-based game, like if you're familiar with, yeah, I am familiar with Python. Yep, similar methods work. So it's a text-based adventure game. If I go to the beginning, it's called Crest of the Moon. Think if you remember Zork, I'm old, so Zork was a full text-based adventure game. You type in commands. I want to go north or attack. This one's going to be similar text, but with graphical elements. So you can see here, you have a new start. If I go to new, you get to pick one of 4 classes. I'm kind of keeping it basic at the moment. So you have one of 4 classes to pick. Let's say I pick a fighter. I have rollovers and stuff at the bottom to kind of explain what all of this stuff does as well. But if I click, it does carry over the fighter title. If I click roll stats, you can see it's rolling 3 columns of stats here. Once I get to kind of like what I want, it is adding +1 to strength too behind the scenes. So I have an 18 strength. That looks good. I can click select. When I click select, notice I can no longer roll stats, but I still can pick between the 3 columns. So let's say, I don't want an 18 strength. I'm going to go with this one. I don't know why, but it sends these values to here where you can lock in the value. So I'm going to pick 18 strength and I'm going to lock in. I can no longer select anything. I can't roll stats. I can continue. Then I can pick my name, Glod Iron Fist. I can continue. Are the columns class specific? Yes. Not class specific. The row is. So if you're a wizard, the intelligence row will give you a +1 across all 3 rolls on those. So it's kind of like you're rolling global stats across everything with one row being the attribute that's going to be modified. Here, this is kind of a placeholder. I did these graphics. Here's the concept is when you first come into the game, I'm going to have it randomize what your starting gear is across 3 categories. One is some type of a weapon. So this might be a dagger, it might be a stick, it might be a sword or whatever. The armor could be cloth, leather, scraps or whatever. And then the supply is going to be like you can have a piece of food, a bandage, a potion, something like that. Are you using any add-ons like Ego Venture? Nope, never heard of it, but just writing this from scratch. Then you hit continue, and then this is going to be your main screen that you're going to be interacting with from now on. I carry over the name, I carry over the class. I got some graphical elements down here. You're going to keep track of your gold, the amount of mobs you kill, if you die, the amount of deaths. I got your fundamental bars down here for health, mana, stamina. Why isn't that green showing up? Do I have a green screen on? Filters? No. Well, you do voiceover? Voiceover might be cool. I haven't thought of that. Once I get the basics in and get the game like functional, saving games, which I haven't even touched yet, loading games, getting the combat working, the loot, then I'll go back and probably add some of that. Sounds very much like a handicap-friendly game. Yep, it's going to be a nice game. All right, so defend. This is where I last left off. So defend, I now get the index. The attack, I got that appending here, which is cool. So now what I was trying to do is I wanted to get the... let's get rid of this before I wanted to be able to randomize based upon the size of the index. So I should be able to now do var random or var monster equals or monster roll or whatever I want to call it. Let's see. This is going to be the randomize between 1 and 7, or the size of the thing to pull back what that monster is. So far, we'll just do mob roll equals, actually it would be for I in range, or range in and range. Sure if this is the best way to do it, but this is what I'm going to do. That would be the max range, right? Monsters dot encounters. Yo, Super, what's going on, man? Hello, game devs and future game devs and Prophets TV fans from around the world. Welcome, Super. What's going on? So I wonder, can I do this actually? So I'm pulling, I want to do a random range from 1 to the size of the index, so between 1 and 7. Then I want the text to equal the encounter of I. Should be the value, though. I'm not sure, because that's a key. Up for I in. Yep, thanks. So in a dictionary, can I pull? So here's my dictionary. Can I pull? Can I just say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's the index or the value. I wonder if I can pull. If I do, if it pulls like 3, will it know enough to say, okay, this is the 3rd index value, pull description, and return that by what I have? I don't know. Let's see. Nope, didn't like that. Invalid index 0. Oh, I wonder if I have to do... For I in range 1 to... I just want to do a debug here. Print I. Monsters index. I do, yep. I want one value pulled back from that dictionary. If that's 0, I wouldn't have to do 0 here, right? No, because the range counts 1. In your case, you will iterate over from 1 to... Okay. So that's not what I want. I kind of want to just do... So I just want to do var monster pick, just for lack of a better word. Then I can actually do this. I don't want to iterate over them. I just want to roll from 1 to the max and then pull back that. I got it. This should work, right? Nope. Invalid get index 6. Oh, okay. I wonder if the index is at 0. Is that what it's doing? Or do I have to do that -1 at the end for that? Nope. You want to go through all keys and values in a dictionary? I wanted to pull only one of the... I want to pull just one of the keys, like one of these keys, randomly, and then pull the values after that. Yep, exactly. And I was thinking, why couldn't I just do like a random integer to get the index and then pull it by specifying the index, not the key of... I don't know if I can do that without entering the key of the index. Okay. This has to be possible, though. Yeah, this has to be possible. Yeah, so is that all it is? Is just falling out of the index bounds? Is that what it's doing? But it said down here, get invalid get index 1. Oh, I wonder if it's because of that. Is it going too high, not too low? Indexes, I thought, started at 0. Invalid get index 2. I have to put it on the outside? That don't make sense. You need to index using the key. All right, so that ain't gonna work. Yeah, I don't know what the key is, though. So this random thing ain't gonna work. The key, the name, or the key is always unique, so I can't. Here is the thing, just get the keys. I can't remember if dictionaries have a consistent order. So just get the keys? Okay. let's see. Monsters dot encounters dot get a key. Isn't it get keys? Okay. So I should be able to do monster keys equal monster that. Oh, and then I should still be able to do the range and then go through the range of keys. Oh, okay. I can do shuffle. Okay, that would work. Monster key. Okay, so I'd still get the key. Get the keys. And then I'll do monster underscore keys dot shuffle. Or I could just put, can I put that whole thing in here? Or I'd have to put another bar. Monster is a loot table or loot type, and we'll have monsters, animals, or humanoids. So now I'm thinking, do I want to do a loot? Just call it loot, and do another one temporarily that would have the type. So if I set it up the way that I would have it for monsters, I could do it like, because they have to be unique. So if I do loot type, let's say I do it like animal. And then here, can I have a list of multiple values? Like, let's say I want like meat, claw. You know what I mean? Also, dictionaries should be mutable. I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Not a list, but unless Godot is making the dictionaries immutable, but I doubt it. But isn't Python immutable? I know lists aren't. Dictionary in Python is immutable. What is the thing that's immutable? Series? What is so that would work, right? A tuple, yeah. Sorry, yeah. A tuple, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yep. See that you step away from a language until you use it. I think that's what scared me a little bit, honestly, when I stepped away from Python for a little bit and I went into C++. I was thinking that I would lose some of my Python knowledge because I wasn't using it. Then I took a break from C++ after I got through a 40-hour course, which was pretty cool. And then I did some gaming and didn't touch anything for a couple weeks. And then when I went back to it, it just took me a little bit to get back in the groove. So I'm glad that I'm back coding in some language again because the concepts are carrying over. That makes sense. If that makes sense. Exactly, yeah. I'm just putting anything here for broken weapon. See what I'm seeing? So now my thought is to be able to pull the loot from this table randomly. I mean, ultimately, I'd love to use. I think Toxic was saying that in Python I use SQLite. I'm not sure if database support is going to be coming, but whether it's JSON or I'm not sure if it supports YAML or something like that to be able to do this in. Something just to be able to hold some basic tables. But for now, I'm just going to use this. The thought is, Captain, is basically just to get the game functional from A through Z at the minimalist level, get all the basic functionality working, and then add to it. I'm just doing like this right here. This is it, just to get basic stuff in there. Right now there is. I'm on Godot 4 though. I'm on Godot 4 beta 10. All right, so I should be able to do. I should be able to just call this loot now, right? What did I screw up on? I don't think I need to do. Doesn't like something here. Expected blank or blank after. Okay, after dictionary key. I think I have to do it that way, right? Mm-mm-mm. So can it have multiple values after this? Like I know I'm not specifying. I'm specifying animal as the key, and then I want these values. Without specifying a key value pair. Variable loot equals that. So I'd have to specify that in here. Is it because it's a now considered a list because there's no pairs? I keep calling it a list, but I mean, you know, if that's the way it's called over here, kind of the same, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. All right. So if I wanted to, well, let's figure out what time is it? 10:30. So we figured out how to do this, which is cool. Oh, I forgot to put experience over here. Loot type, XP. Just do the basic now for now. Eventually, you can see this is going to be pretty unwieldy if I have all. I'll just do it like externally and then, you know, put it in the right format in like Notepad++ and just paste the stuff in here. I'll put it in the CSV, move it into that, convert it, done. But for now, we'll keep the basic values the same. Just to know for data handling in Godot, have a look into custom resources if it is pretty powerful in a way Godot handles all data regarding the nodes. Have a look into custom resources. You have a link or what do you mean by custom resources? This is day 3 for me. Yeah, I'm a newbie. No, I'm day 3. Day 3. I have Python experience, but Did I sound like Captain? Did it sound like I had Godot experience? That would be a good compliment. Sound like I have Godot experience? Am I coming along pretty good for being a newbie? All right, we can get rid of this. Godot nodes can have resources attached to them. For an example, the sprite node has a texture resource attached to it. Okay. So oh wait, I misread. Custom resources is just that. It allows you to customize a resource to your needs with specific properties. The only thing I'm getting hung up on is the word resources. Is that like any object that's on the page? Like if I go back to my main, because this is something that I want to do. I want to let me go to my equipment. I want to these I want to eventually randomize and swap the, I think it's called the sprite or the image. And that custom resource you can have. Okay, you can have any logic on how to handle the data. Do that all in a custom resource. So I'm looking at the nodes. Where are you seeing like custom? Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. I will save that. Oh, I even like the sprite texture label. Okay. Anything Godot saves or loads from disk is a resource. Okay, so I'm definitely going to need to write that soon. That's going to be coming up. Right now, I haven't touched any of these other starting screens. Like I am going to have a save button and a load button. So as the player continues to work through what the hell is going on here? What is this? Why isn't that snapping right? I must have accidentally dragged it. Is there a way to lock things in? Like if I never want this thing to be moved again. Can I just lock this? Top center. Oh, right here. Oh, I don't want the whole. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, sometimes I'm dragging around and screw things up. In a team, you normally use this exposed to the inspector example with all the custom properties. That way you can do it in the editor. You select a node in the scene, click the tree to use the symbol lock. Same thing up here. Oh, so it locks. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know, like Godot, you know. All right, getting back to here. All right, so we have our, where's my scripts now? We have this all set up. So now if I just wanted to call a random loot, it'd be kind of the same concept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Symbol right next to the lock means you lock the child nodes. Group selected nodes. We're up here. Skeletons. Grid snapping. Can get rid of this code. We moved into a smaller one. And look at this stuff. I kind of got to work into making this easier, simpler. All right, so back to monsters. Let's see if we can do like a quick dirty combat system. Actually, I don't have armor class actually on the player either. Now that I think about it, on the main scene, I don't have armor class. If you have a ton of nodes overlapping in the 2D editor window, you can use the Alt right click to see a list of nodes. If you have a ton of nodes overlapping in the 2D editor window, this window, this is the scene window, Alt right click. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if I lose sight of where the hell I am, or if it's underlapping or layered, or that's good to know. While I'm having it here, I have to update text edit. Text main story. I see many devs get frustrated when they can't catch the right. Yeah. I was doing that earlier. I was trying to get this set up right. So it looks like I recently switched this to a rich text label from a regular text edit because I couldn't find the append function for a text edit. So everything I read meant only rich text labels have the append function, unless I did it wrong. I couldn't find it for a text edit. Like I was throwing examples here, like here, player, I got it to do appending. Oh, I see use node 2 base nodes. Yeah, none of this is 3D, if that's what you're asking. Yes, later on, if you have time, you could look into using control nodes. They are control nodes. Yeah, I was doing control nodes. That's what someone said before. So instead of like if I add a new scene, I do control like here. Yeah, like when I was adding a new scene, oh, I see 2D, yeah, because I'm clicking on. I have some images that are in here that are sprites. Yeah, like this is an image that I just used to make the border. But all of these scenes are controls after I learned to, instead of doing 2D scene, use the UI. Yeah, that's what I was using for, I think, everything that I use now. Like when I'm doing like buttons and stuff, let's say I'm back on, let's say I want to do this attack button, I go to nodes and I have that set up on pressed and or any of these interactions. Yeah, exactly like what you're saying. I'm doing that also for my stats. I'm doing that a couple nodes, mouse entered, mouse exit to kind of pick up text down here that I want to use. I have a couple buttons, on button presses. Yeah, mouse in, mouse out. Yeah, that was very cool when I learned that. I learned that actually, I think someone came in and taught me that on day 1. It must have been day 1 because I'm doing a lot of different things now with that understanding. Makes it a lot easier. I'm also hiding buttons, which is kind of cool. I did some of that. So if I go into, where was I hiding buttons? I'm not hiding. I'm sorry. I'm disabling the state. Yeah, like this one, I wanted to kind of keep the basis of this is all the text of interaction for the game is going to be here. It's going to be a scrolling text. You encounter a wolf. What do you want to do? I want to attack it. When you attack it, the combat stuff will be doing all of the rolling and stuff over here. I might even have you click on the dice. That's why I did that dice image. Click on the dice. They'll roll for hits and stuff like that. So you kind of get even that interaction with clicking. I think it's coming along pretty good. First game ever. I think it's pretty cool. I did all of these graphics in Sprite. Each text line though, could I keep like these are actual V box? You can see I'm using V boxes for horizontal boxes over here, so it's all nice spaced, neat. I have a couple of vertical boxes for these bars or in vertical boxes. Oh, you can't see the UI? I mean, well, that's a problem. Can I just shift this up? Is there a way to increase the interface? No, is there a way to increase that though? Like the font size? I do that when I do like other, like in PyCharm, I just scroll my mouse and it does it. Is there a shortcut for increasing the size of the view? Without doing, oh, display scale. Editor must be restarted for, and I'm not sure if that's what it, display scale. Display scale factor to use the editor interface, higher values requires restart. It's all right. Let me save everything. There's no way just to scroll it and then it does it. I can't just scroll wheel it. This is something it always does too. It always goes full screen, and I have a big monitor here. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? You have the specific restart button in Godot to reload a project under the menu project. Reload current. Oh, I could have just done that. How come it doesn't save like? See how I always resize it to fit my screen? I only resize it to fit a portion of the screen that I'm streaming. How come it doesn't save this specific size that I want every time? It always goes full screen. Config. You'd think it would remember. I don't want to mess with too much stuff. It'll never load again. Oh, full size. Is that? I'm not sure if that will do it. I wonder if that was causing it. You can save the tab layout too. Let's see if this will actually do that now. So if I save all, then I'm going to do project, reload project. Now it's still full screens the whole thing. What the hell? It's a mystery. All right. So at least you guys can see now what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I thought you were able to see this whole time. You actually see the... Okay, yeah, you can see that. It actually full. Let me look at my OBS here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't know why that's why that's like that. Parts of the fonts are also black too. Is that maybe because whether they be that if I can speak English, were they that before I changed the size? All of the ones that aren't showing are green, so I'm wondering if I don't have any. Go into the editor, interface, go editor, config, maybe editor settings. Top of some of your scripts. Yeah, anything. These are all green, almost like if I had a green screen on. They're blacking those out. I don't have a green screen on, obviously. I don't think. Let me check. You never know. I actually do. What a dumbass. Let me see if they're back to normal. There you go. I actually had a... Why would I have a... Why would I have a green screen on my screen? Normally you have it on your camera. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe it was one of those late nights. I was wondering too. I'm looking because remember I told you on my bar. That's funny as hell. Strange things can happen in this channel. But remember I was telling you on my bar, why was I showing us black? Yeah. Green screen on your screen. You only see that here, guys. You're probably like, why does he have a black bar? What the hell is that about? Anyhow, in the interface, Steam setting, you could change those colors. Okay. Editor settings. There is a couple themes. That doesn't have a lot of themes, though. Let's see if I can find a cool theme. Oh, so it doesn't change this theme. It just changes the selection. Solarized dark. You can change your color. What's that mean? Ooh, that's cool. You guys like that? I like that color, actually. That's a fancy color, man. Black OLED. OLED. That's kind of cool. That's probably easier to see, right? You can change any color there. You can change the theme. Do you like this one? This is one. Do you like the black one or you like the solarized dark which is this kind of like this green one. On a side note, did you know that Godot interface was made with the Godot nodes? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Specifically the control nodes. I could do corner radius too. What does this do? Base color. Oh, I can change any color here, huh? That's what you're talking about? Let's capture this before I screw shit up, and let's go to, like, maybe we'll do this one. Oh, like Windows theme. It's going to take me another 45 minutes just to figure out what theme I want now. Draw extra borders. What does that mean? Accent color. That's cool. Maybe if I'm going to go with a dark, I'm going to call it my blood theme. Oh my God. I'm in a freaking horror movie. That's cool. I'm going to stick with this. Sticking with this, it's all your fault. It's all your damn fault. All right, guys. All right, we made some hell of a progress here. We made some nice progress. Blood Moon theme. Yeah, only here. This is like a special 7 Days to Die theme that I have here exclusively for Prophets TV. Never see this in any other channel. You'll never see green screen on screen on any other channel. All right, so now if we were to work on like a combat system, if I wanted like combat, I would have to get like the starting text first here saying you encounter like, well, let's see if we can update this text first of all. Because I couldn't do append over here, so that's going to be a problem. So let's do that testing. Otherwise, I have to change this thing to be a rich text edit. Or I just change it. I know it could do that rich text label. All right, let's go to here. This is main story. I go to the scripts. Oh, even the coding is bigger. Looks fancy. It's freaking fancy now. I think I can sit back like this. All right, main story. Did I add it over here? I don't know why, but I keep moving this over here like this so I can access it. I take this out, name it anything I want. Main story's fine. And then when I click on, let's just do on load. I want to do, am I in the right part here? Hold on. Yeah. I just want to see if I can modify the text. Start with this page first. Oh, non-existent. All right, now I want to see if I can append it. Can I do an append? Main story dot tech, or actually it'd be, I don't know, I append it before. Dot text equals testing Is that all I had to do? Is just do like this slash? I think I was using this different slash before. Nope. Yeah, I don't think I can update. I tried to do like what was it? Append underscore text or something like that. Yeah, okay. That's what I had to do before. Yeah, so I was wondering. So let's switch this over to that then. Let's go back to here. Back to here. Rich text label. This was called main story. We could just delete that. Right click on the node and use control node. Right click on the node and use control node. Control node, right? What do you mean? Is your chat window text too small? Which one? I'm not sure. No, I was reading. You might want to use a rich text label. Right click on the node and use change node. Change. I'm not sure what you're asking me. That's what I was thinking. I think, are you saying over here on the side when I added the rich text label? Or you're saying after I added it, which is right here, do something with node? Okay, yeah, okay. I was like, what the hell's going on? All right, so this is text main story. And going to scripts, scroll back up here. Let's take this out. Drag this over like that. Let's call this main story again. Come on down here, main story. I don't need to append it. I can just do, actually I do need to append it. Append text, append text, and append text, append text. I don't know why I put that there. I'm so used to put stuff in brackets. Invalid set index append text. Main story append. All right, so I do need to put it in brackets, parentheses. Just select the node on the right side and then change type. Just use plus equals to. Select the node on the side. I don't see what you're following. Just select the node and right click, then change type. In case you want to change a node type, you can do that without deleting the node. Chat lag is a thing. Oh, so over here you're saying change type. I gotcha. Didn't know that. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you very much. That way the position, would it hold the position too? And the size if I change it? Obviously, if it's not, or pending text to the rich text value used, what's it equal to on the text property, on the property. I could just do like this. So, okay. I still have to do the new line thing though, right? I was just doing that down here, append text. Like if I go into here and I do append text. Oops. Oh, where am I? Okay, I don't need this. Invalid set index append text on base rich text label with value of string type. Hold on. Go back to here. On the right scene, right? Yep, here. This is a rich text here. Rich text label. Okay. If I go back into my code, main story, which is there. All right. Main story. Pen text. Yeah, how come it's not? Oh, I know why. Because they're not, it doesn't have to be like that. And it's like this. Oh. There we go. Works over here. That's cool. Attack. Done. Cool. There we go. There's no equals because you're just appending it. Awesome. All right, guys, 11 my time. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 p.m., 11, almost 11, 2,311 hours. Let's recap what we did today, day 3. So I go back to the beginning. This was the same. This was kind of the same. We did add some mouse over activity for some explanations. On the stats, we did also add, on the roll stats scene, we also added some rollover to kind of explain what's happening. I still might want to, when they come in here based upon the class, I might highlight their primary attribute to show that it's a +1 value, even though I showed it in the prior screen. Okay, roll stats, we'll lock in this, lock in, continue. The name value I did, so now we can use that, whatever they type in here, across any scene. This really hasn't touched yet. Again, I will be modifying this randomly and add some more graphics accordingly in here. Continue. This is where we spent a lot of time. So we updated these 2 panels to be rich text labels so we can append the text there. We added a horizontal box here. So, and we also added 4 buttons that are filling that. Accordingly, we put the commands behind each of these. So now we know if they're attacking, we set up the append function working properly. The defend, we are pulling good results from randomly from the dictionary that we set up for monsters. We also have a loot table behind that as well, which we haven't tested yet, but it's in place. We carried over the name of the player, character's name, the class, the level will be updated. All of these values are still there, base. And then I think that's it. Behind the scenes, though, we did add, like I said, we updated the dice table with a function that basically now I can roll any type of dice as many times as I want and get the results from that. So I can do a 46, 1d10, a 2d4, 1 to 100, or whatever I want to do. We added in some monsters. So here's the dictionary that I was talking about. So we have a list of monsters with their relative values or attributes, what makes those up. Specifically, we added another loot table based upon the monster loot type. We'll pull from this loot table, which we haven't tested yet. So if you fight a zombie that has a loot type table of a monster, it will pull from the loot dictionary from the monster key and pull randomly from this list or array in here, which is cool. Eventually, this will be pretty big, but for now, we'll keep it pretty small just to test basic functionality. And other than that, I think we did. That's it. Eyeball, great loot. Yeah, eyeball effect. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The thing of what I want to do eventually is I want to, sometimes when you play games, I said this before, sometimes when you play games and you fight like a rat and you get a two-handed sword from it, it's not really practical. You wouldn't have a two-handed sword from a rat. So eventually this loot will be appropriate loot for the type of thing that you're fighting. So a goblin, like any humanoid, you might get gold, or you might get a weapon, or you might be able to armor. Where animals, I guess you will potion. I will have potions. Yep. You see a vial here and stuff. Yep. Yep. You'll have some potions, vials. I'm also going to be doing the same thing for here. I'm going to take a note of that. By the way, is there anything that has, like in PyCharm Pro, I can do like here to do and blah, blah, blah. Does it have that functionality? And then it has like a to do tab or something like it that I can take mental notes of. And then I can go to a certain section and read all my comments. Probably not, but wanted to ask anyway. Besides just writing a note. Like here I want to add quality plus weapon randomization. Okay, no problem. Because that's eventually what I want to do too, is I want to be able to, when you find a weapon, I don't want it to just be a short sword. I want to add quality to it. I did that on the Python side where I can say you found a pull from this dictionary or this list, and then combine it with this list, and I can get like a crude short sword, bloody long sword, or something like that. So I'm adding like a quality type to the beginning of it, and then I also added a material. So it could be like a crude iron short sword. 3 different tables randomized. So the crude one would be the quality, and then it would be material plus weapon. Kind of add some different flavor to it. Pretty simple. So I will do that probably tomorrow. Yes, a mixture of different tables, class types. Yep, exactly. So I want to kind of get the combat system started and like some basic dialogue in here, like just to test it out. So we know we can update this anytime. So my story and stuff will be flowing through here. I want to test the combat system in this side. And I got to figure out like some type of prompting, right? Like when something happens in here, let's say you encounter a zombie. What do you do next? based upon that prompt, these action buttons need to take place. Yeah, sneak by, something like that. If you're a rogue, you can roll for, dexterity to see if you can sneak by. You know what I mean? Something like that to be able to do that and interact with it. I got to figure that part out, but anyway, if we pull up the X mine, I was using X mine to kind of map out. Sorry for the brightness. X mine, I was kind of mapping out where I was. Everything in the green bold is what I've done so far. So you can see I haven't even touched loading and saving games. I haven't touched saving games at all. I did the stats, the roles, the character name, the modifiers. The equipment's kind of baseline there. I need to do randomizing gear, and then I need to finish, the main screen. But off of here will be like combat system. And then, like I said before, on the other side, I had a combat system like this that was pretty advanced. I'm going to try to reproduce it here. You can see that. This will allow me to, let's blow this up. If you can't see it, we'll go 150. Like this is what I wanted to, oops. Right. So combat player, this is just the stats from the player and the enemy. But down here, you'll roll for initiative. So combat, you've entered combat. I'm going to do a roll for initiative. Does the monster go first or do you go first? And then based upon that, you'll have these buttons. Do you want to hit? Do you want to attack? Do you want to defend? Do you want to flee? Do you want to heal? And then these are the different things that are going to be behind there. I actually have a better one. Open. That's combat. Rest of the moon, main character class. Is this it? Nope. I did a whole bunch of these to kind of map out. This was pretty interesting. This is what I kind of mapped out for skills. Like making a game. I was like, what are all the skills that I need to know from making a game and learning game development? Let me blow this up. So I need to know artwork. I need to know sound, animate. Like if I was to do the whole thing, well, what kind of skills would I need to know? Anything in red, I haven't started. Anything in green, I'm good at. Yellow, like work in progress. This was for like Unity. Learning, no knowledge or obtained. This was back in the day, but I'm familiar with GitHub, terrains, world maps, modeling, 3D modeling, splash screens, cut screens, artwork, coding, C++ or C#. Kind of cool. Is this it? Main? Nope. This is where I was doing mapping out to the function level. Game 2D. Nope. All the different types of things. Again, combat, healing. But I had better trees on the other one. But this is kind of like what I'm going to be doing for this system. If I increase this up. We'll have a combat, initiative roll, D20. Whoever rolls higher rolls first. They'll have the ability. There's two types of rolls. You're either the attacker or the defender. If you're the attacker, you can attack, heal, flee. If you're the defender, kind of the same thing. On the Python side, I'll have it in this game too, is when you roll, let's say an enemy or yourself gets down to a certain level, like, especially like a monster. If it gets down to, I think I had it like 5% of its maximum hit points, it would attempt to flee. And then there's a percentage that it would flee. So that was kind of cool. I'll have that mechanic in this game too. Heal would that's your turn. So it's almost like I don't want to say turn-based. I hate turn-based games, but it's almost going to be like that. turn-based, where you click a, what do you do if you get initiative? Maybe I'll light these buttons up. You gained initiative. I'll put in here. You attack. Certain things will happen. Dice will roll. You hit, miss, or whatever. Then the monster will be able to attack. And then it's back and forth until someone dies, someone flees, or whatever. Kind of cool. Jack of all trades. Yeah. So we've got plenty to go still on this. Plenty definitely to work on, but I think it's coming along pretty good considering how much time we worked on it so far. I am putting in a little bit of time, like graphic wise. No one wants to see me like do graphics and stuff, but I will do some graphics on screen as we go through. Like I did the sword and stuff for, making some of these simple things just to cover some content. Swords and stuff. So I'll make some simple things. I kind of want to use my own graphics instead of, obviously I can buy like stuff off of itch.io or something like that, get a pack, and I don't have to worry about any of that. But I kind of like that because, again, it's a part of the development process, so I want to experience it all. So why not just take the time and do it if you have the time? I'm in no rush, no timeline. I'll get to it when I get to it, but pretty cool. Right now it's a placeholder. We'll get to that functionality. It's good also that I think that I'm happy that I'm getting into some of the code too. The UI is really cool with this. I think I'm pretty good at doing the different elements so far. I mean, I haven't manipulated any of the progress bars or anything like that yet, but I'm sure that's cool. I see the tick options over here, so that's not bad. I did that in Python already. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But tomorrow I want to try to get the full combat system started, an encounter system started, the loot tables properly starting. If you win a battle, randomly roll loot. And maybe there isn't any loot. Maybe I'll put that as an option too. But that's coming along. If you haven't clicked the follow button, guys, by all means, click that follow button. I appreciate it. We've been streaming for 3 hours so far. It's approaching 11:30, 2,330 hours here on the East Coast. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Toxic. Thank you, folks, for coming in, especially for some of the raids. I'll see you guys on the flip side, and take care of yourselves. And until tomorrow, peace out. Spend 30 minutes beating a difficult boss, ends up with no loot. Yeah, good night. Ends up with an eyeball. It could happen. All right, guys, peace out. Thank you very much for always coming back. I appreciate you guys.